crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, Roota.com with your morning hornos. Here's your sip of chaga coffee. Very excited about today. It's a crypto day for me. I'm chatting with Jean-Claude at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. East Coast time on his channel, Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 2. We will be talking about all things crypto, a subject I love, absolutely love. I'm also in the fighting mode. Every once in a while I'll get in a fighting mode. There's just so many idiots out there on YouTube that the most important thing to this meme that has gone around that Bix Weir gets everything wrong. It's shocking to me. These people are beyond stupid, and I'll show you. I'll just show you why. Here it is. Bix hasn't been right about anything in 10 years. Clearly, Jerry De Niro hasn't followed me for 10 years or 20 years or even probably 5 years. Here's my response. Ha! Are you serious? Here's just some of my recommendation record from inception of Roota.com. Remember, I'm a hodler, but I advise everybody to sell their original investment when it doubles. That way you're playing with the house's money. I've always said that. If you have a problem with risking money, sell it when it doubles. So let's talk about how many things I've gotten wrong. Here's my big recommendations. Bitcoin at $200. I don't think that's too wrong. What's Bitcoin today? Let's take a look. $2,800. So do you really think Bix Weir is getting everything wrong? I mean, even my friends say, oh, Bix Weir gets it wrong every once in a while. and there's two things, and I'll get to those in a second, that they're probably saying, oh, out of the thousands of things I've recommended, these are the two things that didn't work out. And I swear to you, they did. Litecoin at $20. I'm jumping up and down screaming at $20 Litecoin. Buy Litecoin. What's it at? $140 now? Ethereum at $7. Do you guys remember when I was in the greenhouse with all these signs of new businesses that are coming onto Ethereum? $7 Ethereum. Those are pretty damn good recommendations. Silver at $5. Were you guys with me in the 1990s, in 2000, saying silver is going to the moon? It's at $5. What's silver up? A couple 100% since then? Silver's at $25. Come on, my friends. If I hear another person say, oh, you get some stuff wrong, you get everything wrong. Now here's the two that people say I get wrong. Salt lending, and ICO. It's a great company. I don't know what you guys are crying about. When I recommended Salt Lending, it was the very first ICO round. It was $1.50. $1.50. If you took my advice and you weren't a hodler, you sold at $3 and you doubled your money literally within months. Is that getting an investment wrong? Or if you're smart and you got out at $17, you made a hell of a lot of money. These people are ridiculous. They look at the price of salt now, which is, 35 cents or whatever it is, and say, oh, you got that wrong. I didn't get it wrong. I told you to sell halfway through if you don't like the volatility. I'm a hodler. I'm never going to tell you to sell. I'm never going to tell you to sell. All the bullshit. If anything, I'm in way too early for all this stuff. Way too early. Before the world knows about it. And then my favorite, Veritaseum. I'm jumping up and down, screaming in June of 2017. You got to get into this ICO Veritaseum. $2. $2. It's going to change the world. There's my recommendation. $2 Veritaseum. What'd it do? It went up to $450 in a blink of an eye. And then gets attacked by the SEC. Attacked. And where is Veritaseum today? 2 years later? Does anybody know? $3. 50% rise in 2 years. That's a great return on any investment. So all you idiots out there, I'm not even going to talk about THETA. I won't even go there. Because you guys look even more stupid than you are if you say that I get everything wrong. If anything, I'm too early. And then I show you what I'm looking at, what I'm investing in. It's up to you to buy it or sell it. I'm not an investment advisor. Do what you will with it, but don't be full of shit and say, oh, he hasn't been right in 10 years. The meme is bullshit. And all my Road to Roota followers are out there who play in the chat rooms, just list these off for these idiots so that they know that it's bullshit what they're saying. They follow a meme. Well, I heard it from Joe Smith who said this. Those are my recommendations. Bitcoin, $200. If you bought it, if you followed me all these years, you're doing pretty damn well. And the latest theta. I mean, I don't know what to do. Do you want me to walk over to your house, open your checking account, and teach you how to buy and sell cryptos? If you're going to give me shit in the chat room, give me shit for things that I do wrong, not the things I do right. All right. Yes, I am in a battling mode because of these XRP idiots. And they say, oh, Bix, you just jumped on the bandwagon when the SEC came down on XRP. That's bullshit. I've been saying it for years. As a matter of fact, look at this. That was yesterday's. Here it is. Ripple XRP community and banks deserve each other. When did I post this? July 11, 2019. Come on. I told you it wasn't going to work. Why wasn't it going to work? Oh, there's so many reasons why it wasn't going to work. Number one, three guys who the bankers don't like held 80% of Ripple. It was a money grab. That's all it was. And then you'd think that the future, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and the central banks of the world and the U.S. Treasury and the people involved with SWIFT are going to give that up? Of course they're not going to give that up. They need that to continue the system going. And if the system doesn't continue going, the banks are done and XRPs were zero. Because that's all it's used for. I don't know where it'll go from here, but we all placed our bets. Was this a message from Spirit that, hey, there's more important things than money in the world? Potentially. We'll find out, probably in the next couple months. If XRP makes some kind of miraculous comeback and the bad guys win and the crypto cabal takes over, that's a whole new world. XRP will do well in that world. If the good guys win, XRP isn't going to be... These three dudes who invented Ripple are not going to be ruling the world. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm not sorry. I'm just pissed. And when I get pissed, I get a little ornery. And the thing that kept pissing me off is all these XRP people say, oh, Bix has never been right. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? How many people have to hold your hand for you to make your own decisions? Anyway, again, I'm usually early on stuff. I'm a hodler, so I don't get out if it's going to crash, if it's going to do something. Oh, by the way, on Salt, it's still a great company to this day. You know, Salt's up 600% this year. 600%. I don't even want to go there. You guys believe whatever meme you want in the comments section on social media. But hey, hopefully my little rant right here dispelled all your fears that I'm wrong about everything. How many people were screaming about Bitcoin at $200, Litecoin at $20? There were some, absolutely. Some of the OGs and cryptos. Ethereum, do you guys go back? I don't even know if YouTube still has this up, but my rant in my greenhouse about Ethereum and all these companies that were going to be running their business on top of Ethereum. It was an epic rant, and I held up all the signs of companies. I'm throwing them up in the air in the greenhouse. You guys have been around with me a long time. Remember that day, and Ethereum was $7. Come on. Also, a lot of new people from the X22 interview where I talked about the old system, the crashing system. No, there's not going to be a smooth landing. You got to get your assets in your own possession. Especially your retirement accounts, if you can. If you have an IRA, a Roth IRA, there's a few different things. 401ks, you're going to have to quit your job. Although there is a new, I think by the end of the year, I'm not sure if it's by the end of the year, but there's a new law with COVID that you can take out like $100,000 from your IRA as a deferred tax type of thing. Anyway, I'm not the expert on it, but I know an expert. My buddy Will Lair, Perpetual Assets. Will Lair, Perpetual Assets. Go to perpetualassets.com. If you're afraid that your IRA, your retirement's going to go poof in the wind when these banks go down, and you should be afraid, give Will Lair a call, 888-281-2630. They'll set you up an IRA LLC. An LLC IRA, it's self-directed IRA, where you don't have to worry about Schwab, Fidelity, any of these investment companies that hold all your assets in your retirement. You don't have to worry about them going belly up or what they hold. You can hold precious metal in your own possession. You can hold cryptos in your own possession in your 401k or in your IRA. Go to them and say, what the hell? How do I get out of the old system? They also are a broker for cryptos and a broker for metal, gold and silver. And they have a metals card through our friend Dale. Amazing company. I don't recommend many companies. This is an amazing company, Perpetual Assets. They'll save your bacon. Let me give you a little tiny, they made a couple videos that are pretty good. Here's a short one on what this IRA LLC really does. Check this out.
The IRA LLC is a type of self-directed retirement account. It gives you complete control of the assets inside the IRA. You make the investment decisions, you manage the assets. People use this account to invest in cryptocurrencies, metals, stocks, bonds, and much more. You decide which assets to purchase and where you purchase them from. The IRA LLC was created by a congressional attorney decades ago. It can be used to manage IRAs, Roths, and other retirement money.
That part about it was created by congressional attorneys, meaning the government was doing it because they knew the system was going to blow. And they had to put it in the tax code. That's how the loophole came about. It was the criminal congressmen who were saying, oh my God, I got to get my assets out of the system because it's going to blow. Just keep that in mind.
Realizing tax-deferred or tax-free growth. This isn't offered by most administrators for a reason. Financial institutions make their money from the control of the assets and transactions within retirement accounts. It's time to take that control back for yourself. Perpetual Assets handles setting up your new account, moving funds into it, and then hands over control to you. You decide what you're investing in, you decide how, and you decide when. Although many clients...
I would add, you decide how, you decide when, and you decide where you store your assets. You can store your assets in your own possession. There's a lot of companies out there, retirement companies, saying, oh yeah, we're a metals retirement company. We're a crypto retirement company. If you don't have your private keys, you don't own shit. If you don't have the metal in your possession, it will be gone. Keep that in mind.
Use it specifically for cryptocurrency or precious metals. The client isn't obligated to any assets and can always invest in numerous types of assets. Perpetual Assets and the LLC IRA, giving clients full control and flexibility.
Again, perpetualassets.com, 888-281-2630. Ask for Will Lair. He'll set you up, take care of you. He's helped literally hundreds of Roota customers get their assets out of the hands of this collapsing system. It is going to be the saddest thing to see everybody's life savings go up in smoke. All right, talk a little about cryptos. This is a crypto day. We're going to talk a lot about cryptos at, 12 o'clock Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern time at Jean-Claude's Beyond Mystic 2 YouTube channel. If you guys were at the live stream I did yesterday, I read an email from our friend Cliff High about what he thinks is going on with cryptos over the next few months and the rest of the time here. It's scary. You got to be in the right place. Here's what he said. Now is the time to be wary. Altcoins will be facing serious problems over the next 6 months. Many will go kaput. Many will be hollowed out as the dollars go into BTC. The issue is proof of tech. ICOs of 2017 are now in a prove it or die stage of technology. 2 to 3 years is the usual cycle. Coins that offer new tech deliver on promises next year, year one, or they die rapidly. Any cryptos that you held from the ICO days? I have more to say about that. I'll talk to Jean-Claude. I wrote a list of 8 things that you got to look for in these cryptos, especially the ICOs. The ICOs, if we are going to a crypto world, the sins of the past are not going to be swept under the rug. There are some ICOs that ICO that literally were friends and family before you give it to the public. If your company, if your crypto did that, good night. Then he goes on, have you considered what happens when Robinhood traders from the last stimulus check? So this $2,000 new stimulus check will be issued just during a minor dip in BTC, but with fresh memories of huge gains. In effect, it is an underhanded way for the government to get people to convert over to digital assets. There's going to be a lot of people buying cryptos with these stimulus checks. A very few altcoins may suddenly get resurrected over the winter and spring. Don't you wish you could pick which ones those are going to be? We may see a late February or early March buzz around our favorite Truth Coins founder. From government as forecasts. If that set gets activated, we should see ancillary precursor small sets appear in January. I believe he's talking about Veritaseum, the forgotten coin. That's up 50% since the ICO, by the way. Yes, it was up to $450, but $3 is a hell of a lot higher than $2 in the world of everything. And it was always something strange about that, the SEC's insane attack on Reggie Middleton, and then the freezing of the 98 million Veritaseum token. Always something strange. And I know Jeffrey Tabek, the old co-CEO from my Jenny Moonstone readings, which I'm going to revisit tomorrow. There was something still going on in the background. It was way off in the distance, but we're farther down the line now. Veritaseum is a way to keep the old system in place, instituting peer-to-peer transactions on the stock market, the bond market, especially the commodity market. Can you imagine that peer-to-peer transaction? No more rehypothecation of assets. We'll see. Watch out for the shit coins. Will become worse markets than the old penny stocks. I think, and here's a little on his take on XRP. I think that the SEC, the powers that be, want to kill off XRP. Issue is the impact on digital banking. Go watch Catherine Austin Fitz's interview where she discusses the central banker's bind. That was from our friend Cliff, who we don't hear from enough. Love you, Cliff. So yeah, tune in at noon today. I'll be going over what the regulators in this new world, the post-crash world, whoever's the president, if we have a president, so much is coming down the pike. We're in like a lull right now. That's what it feels like. January 6th, big excitement. January 20th is the biggest excitement. After that day, the Constitution goes silent. So whoever gets put in as president on the 20th of January, that's our president. We will see a lot of chaos coming. Obviously, get your silver. Get your physical silver in your own possession now. If you don't have a local guy, call my friend or send an email to my friend Andy Scheckman at Miles Franklin. Andy, A-N-D-Y, at milesfranklin.com. He's taking care of a lot of Road to Roota members. And he gives us the best price. Send Andy an email. He'll tell you what he's got in inventory. I suggest only buying what's in inventory because who knows when the system's going to fall apart now. Let's talk about cryptos right here. Bitcoin looks like cliff highs right on. Bitcoin dominance is growing. Ethereum, I don't know. I don't know what the future of Ethereum is because they can't fix their, Ethereum 2.0 just can't get released. People saying it's years now away. Whereas what THETA could do the same thing at 10 times faster. What THETA I think is at 1,500 transactions per second, whereas Ethereum's like at 15 or so on average. Tether is a criminal bankster coin. XRP we already know about. Litecoin is the right coin as a means of exchange. I believe that to this day. Litecoin and Bitcoin will go hand in hand. And if you're thinking about Litecoin versus Bitcoin, Litecoin's massively undervalued, massively underappreciated. Probably because Charlie Lee is so mild-mannered. Although Charlie's not the man when it comes to Litecoin. He's gone from owning all that Litecoin that he had. He sold off all his Litecoin, a donation to the cause. He made a hell of a lot of money. He sold at almost the all-time highs at 2017. But he knew that the regulators are coming. Regulators have already given a pass to Bitcoin, to Ethereum, to Litecoin, to Bitcoin Cash. They've given a pass to them already. The SEC has it. And I know cryptos are global. People say, oh, Bix, US doesn't matter. Cryptos are global. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Why do you think XRP dropped so much? You don't have the go-ahead from the US regulators, you're going to struggle. Yeah, you might survive, but you're going to struggle for decades and probably just peter out. XRP's banking relationships that they set up. Do you think any bank regulator, internal regulator, is going to allow their internal crypto group to deal in XRP if XRP is on the blacklist for the SEC? No. All their big partnerships are going to go away. They're probably already selling. They were gifted those XRP anyway, for the most part. That's how they got the banks on board. They gave them XRP, said, this is the way for the future. Look, here's a picture of me and Christine Lagarde. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I have a picture of me and Jamie Dimon if you want to see it. Yeah. In my banking days, I used to, my company assisted, because they didn't know what they were doing, in the management of the leasing of nuclear facilities that JP Morgan owned. I was in charge of that program. So just because there's a picture of me and Jamie Dimon, does that mean that me and Jamie Dimon are in bed together? Not literally, but financially, no. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of coins we'll talk about today on Beyond Mystic 2's channel. I always just jump right away to THETA, see how we're doing. Pretty damn good. Let's see, THETA obviously is one of the biggest movers in cryptos over the past 6 months. Yes, another one I got wrong, right? My recommendation, what THETA was there was no ICO. That's one of the reasons I highly recommended it. When it started trading at about 12 cents, it went down to 5 cents and 6 cents. That's when I was screaming about it. And now it's at $1.45 and moving. And I do think it will go into the thousands, just like Michelle White Dove had predicted. And it'll take some years to do that. But as a hodler, oh my God. Imagine yourself 3 years from now hodling THETA, where everybody in the world is using it to increase their bandwidth. It's just, you stick your mind out in the future and it's like, wow, what is needed in our high-tech future? And THETA just hits every spot on point. Bravo the team at THETA. Bravo Michelle White Dove for pointing it out. Bravo to all the Road to Roota people who've helped me do the research on it and why it became so important in my investment portfolio and why I've transferred most of my crypto assets over to them. I still own Litecoin, of course, a tiny bit of Bitcoin Cash. I did sell off my Ethereum for THETA. So far, so good, right? THETA programs in the same language. All the programmers from Ethereum, if Ethereum can't get their shit together, they're moving over to THETA already. What's to stop them? Even if it's temporarily. Run smart contracts on THETA. It's 15 times faster or 10 times faster than Ethereum. All right, that's what I got for you right now. Again, 12 o'clock Pacific time. I'm on with Jean-Claude at Beyond Mystic 2. We're talking cryptos. You want to join the private road at Road to Roota? We are giving away 10 Theta and 10 Theta fuel. A lot of people came up to me like 3 months ago. We were giving away 100 Theta and 100 Theta fuel. And I said, as the price goes up, we're going to knock down the amount of Theta we give. When that price hits $2.99 for Theta, there you go. There's your free membership. And then it'll keep going. If it goes into the thousands, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars. That's the way it works. Back when I was recommending, where is it? Bitcoin was $200. I was giving away at the Road to Roota 0.1 Bitcoin, which was $20 worth of Bitcoin. Now it's worth $2,800. Another one I got wrong, I suppose. Quote, Jerry Dinero. Bix hasn't been right about anything in 10 years. Apparently, Jerry didn't join the private road on the Road to Roota back when Bitcoin was $200. Too bad, Jerry. Anyway, you want to join the private road? Go to roadtoroota.com, hit subscribe today. It's $2.99 for a 1-year membership. You get all the Road to Roota information plus access to all the archives at roadtoroota.com. And we will send you 10 Theta and 10 Theta fuel already loaded on a paper wallet. You can stick it in your safe, pull it out in 3 to 5 years when Michelle White Dove's predictions come true, and you're looking at a hefty chunk of money. This is not guaranteed at all, and it's not investment advice. This is Bix Weir. RoadToRoota.com. I'll talk to you later.